Hey, what's happening? Alright, what's up, y'all? This is my second time going live, so I'm still trying to learn how to do it. Forgive me. Hold on one second. This is my second time going live. Oops. Okay, I think we're good. Sorry about that, guys. All right, welcome to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day today. I'm just playing this game called Disco Elysium. I hope I pronounced it correctly. I always have a hard time pronouncing it the right way. Always doubting myself, but I hope you guys are having an awesome day today. Today is a great day to be alive. Is that right? Always. We're just continuing on right from where we left off. We basically was able to...
The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
The sheets does look awful. Like, wow. Like, who slept in there? I can't really talk because that's probably how mine look every night. Just kidding. Sometimes. But if you guys have never played this game, this is basically a game about a cop that is was given a case, a murder case, and the game focuses a lot in dialogue. There's a lot of dialogue, and I gotta say, like, the voice actors have done a phenomenal job. Like, this is probably one of the best games I've ever been playing. So yeah, we'll just gonna go right into it. Make sure y'all if you're watching, make sure you say hi.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes.
Sounds like it's gonna be a good sleep.
Sleep doesn't come.
Oh. Sleep doesn't come. That's not good. Here I am thinking it's gonna be a good night's sleep.
Sleep doesn't come.
But I want to sleep. I need this. I haven't had sleep in so long.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
If you guys can get a drink, go ahead and come and relax. Come and relax. Make sure to comment down below. Make sure you guys say hi.
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Maybe. Check the pillow.
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Smells of alcohol and sweat.
Ooh.
And grease.
That's the night before, because we've been. That's another thing. We've been drinking a lot. Check the blanket.
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll over to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and half-formed phrases still litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Oh, we all know how that feels. We all know how that feels when something is lingering in our mind. We just want to find out. Like, we just really want to find out we're in the middle of like I said, we're in the middle of this murder case, and it's been mysterious. We don't know who did it. Who killed him? Who?
Something to do with... What was it that the lieutenant said? Union? And it's gone again. Your thoughts lost between the slowing brain waves.
I guess that's it. No more thoughts. Fall asleep now.
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
I think that, yeah. When images starts to form in your mind, that's when you know you were about to fall asleep, and it's that those seconds are honestly the sweetest part, because like you know you're getting there. This is where the dead body is. There. Okay. That's us. And there's disco lights.
Do you remember the scent of your childhood?
The scent of my childhood. What is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die.
You're not kidding anyone, Harry. You don't remember shit. Tell me.
Wow, look at our face.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
My wife's hand. Tell me what this is. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone.
I hope it doesn't come.
Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
That sounds terrifying, to be honest. You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
I was left, I think.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you.
Wow. That honestly sounds so sad. Like, just that kind of hit me. I think it's because of the voice acting, and it's just so freaking good. Like, I feel like it's talking to me. I think that's a part of the reason why a lot of people love this game. It's because every event, it's so significant. Like, that right there is just so deep. One hand in the bottle and the other on your penis. Watching her go, basically not doing anything about it. That hits home. Am I right? Okay, hold on 1 second for me, guys. Alright, I'm trying to just do this real quick. Okay.
Tell me, Where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back, or I don't want to come back. It hurts so much. I don't want to come back.
They were only cramping your descent into the abyss. Now they're gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. All of it. You failed. You failed me.
I failed myself. That's what it's trying to say, right?
You failed Elysium.
What is Elysium? Isn't that like some kind of a heavenly state?
Everything. The Pale and the Isolas on the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth. 8,000 years of written history. You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people, and you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
Tell me how you really feel. Goodness. I failed 4.6 billion people? I did that? What? I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots on the disco ball fade around you.
You know, Harry's really hard on himself. And for him to be really hard on himself like that, he must have had a lot of bad experiences, traumatic experiences.
You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
Ooh. What was that? Limbic system.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours, bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
New type of hangover? What does that mean?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than
Don't
the
call me
one
party boy.
before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too, so soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork, barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
That scares me. That really scares me.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Oof. I gotta drink to that. Here we go. Ooh, that's good. If anybody's wondering, I am drinking bourbon, and old fashioned. Basically, it's old fashioned. Just say that. Whew. Healed morale. Okay.
Good going, buddy.
Oh my goodness. What the hell was that? I just had the most beautiful dream. uplifting, rejuvenating. Or is that how it's going to be now when I close my eyes? Let's go with 1.
Oh, just a dream. You have ones like that all the time. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
Ooh. What the hell is going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down to even think? It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
Speed?
You're too weak to say no now. Waking up is the worst part. Maybe somewhere down the line you could decline.
Wait, what is speed? I need to get more of it then. Detecting is my life. No, I can't take this. I'm not going to go looking for speed. Wait, what is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? It's power, man. It's professionalism. It makes you feel like you're young again and ready to detect. Ready to go to war against the world.
You need speed. That's the only way you can function for the rest of the day. Oh man, I don't know what to do. No, I can. You know what? We're gonna power it up and see if we don't have to take it.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then. You will be fired.
If I don't take speed, I won't be able to detect and be a good detective, and then half the town will be dead by then. Come on, man. Who am I kidding? Of course I want some speed. That's a lie. I can do this without speed. Half the town won't be dead. Oh man. Okay, let's go with number 2 and see what happens.
Suit yourself. Slow.
+5
sad
experience.
Shell man. See how you do without your spark.
Man, forget you. Slow, sad shell man. Whatever, bruh. Who are you talking about? Alright, I'm Harry. He doesn't know who we are. Alright, words fail to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet. That bad? Really? Is that bad? What else we got in here?
The fan stands still.
Pull on the fan. I
The
don't know
switch
why.
must be broken, because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine.
Vaporize urine. Dang, it's bad in this room.
The lights are off again.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. What else we got in here?
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
No time to rest. It's time to get to the body behind the hotel. Let's see if Kim is here. Maybe he's already downstairs.
The door is closed.
Leave. Yeah. It's Whirling Rags. Daytime again, y'all. Man, I gotta say, the soundtrack on this game is just superb. Like, I could listen to this song all day long. What's this? Never seen that before. Oh, good morning. Hey, what's up, Kim? That's our boy Kim. That's our boy Kim right here. Morning, he gives you a quick nod.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Union muscle. We're gonna show him the real muscle. What are you talking about, Kim? Why do we need to talk to them?
Everything points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him. The circumstances
right.
in Martinez.
That's right.
My preliminary information.
Okay.
Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
What do you mean, rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the Union. These men here.
I mean, they want to be policed by the Union because they don't want anybody like us looking what they're doing. The dirty work.
Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the Union called the Hardy Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
Hardy Boys my ass, because once they see us... Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that, guys. That was my baby. Alright, here we go. What are these men Guard told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot. Sorry,
I can't read.
I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said. One loose thread less to worry about. And one big problem to replace it.
Okay. Blah blah blah. Are these? There's so many of them. Maybe we should call reinforcements.
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict between the RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Kim. No promises.
One more thing before
Can't
we
promise that.
We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Yeah, streetwise.
No, I want to
But
talk to them now.
Aren't you curious to know what they have to say about the murder?
They're in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
I stay here, which means I also own. I was able to play guard, pay guard. Let's see what he has to say. You know what? I'm just gonna go right into it. Let's see what's. These gotta be the Hardy Boys right here.
Let me handle this.
The woman says to the crowd in the mess hall before turning to you.
Detective Disorientated. Are you still wondering where you are? This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
What does that mean? Do I look like I forgot where I'm at?
Her entire character has shifted. This young woman is cold as ice.
Yeah, she was really nice the day before. I wonder what's changed. You lied to me. You're not a gardener. You're the gardener.
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the
Oh!
Workers Union.
Oh! She did lie to us. She crosses our arms.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardy? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does.
Oh no.
That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
Who do you think you are? That's a threat. That sounds like a threat. I don't know, man. This girl has... Oh. Oh, girl. No strong arm here.
It doesn't
If I want
matter
a strong
if you
arm...
recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
That's what I'm talking about, Kim. That's exactly what I'm talking about, right there. Like... Do you know... I'm with Kim.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her. Could this be the Miss Beaufort that Easy Leo mentioned? The one Mr. Everard sent to law school?
Oh. Man. She played us. She told us she was the gardener the night before. What's your role in all of this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Yeah, she's trying us. She's trying us. Okay. Are you Lizzie, Elizabeth, Miss Beaufort?
I suggest not wasting time on trivial pleasantries and focusing on why you are actually here. Titus Hardy.
She points at the tall man by the table.
Even though she has excellent control over herself, something moved behind her eyes. In the way she stands. In her face.
Easy. Leo told me about you. He likes to talk a lot.
You are not here to chat up the legal counsel. You are here to question these men.
What if I want to talk to you and not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
She's going all in. What do we got? Raccoon Road sus. Wait, what? Suspicious who? Who's suspicious? Me? She's sus. What are you going to do to me? Lieutenant's not satisfied with the approach.
What are we going to do to you?
Yo. That laughter just now? Very evil laugh, right? That laugh that she's gonna do something really mischievous.
The union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Says you.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
We do things to people? What did I do? Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen, you Moralington lackeys. You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
Wow, the world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. The privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historic individuals. Ooh. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialist. I like that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? Yeah, let's do that. Let's ask those questions. These are all really good. Let's go with the number 2.
I don't need privatization peons from a rent-a-cop. Just do your job. Ask
Rent-a-cop.
questions, then get out of Martinez.
Alright, I should talk to Titus then. Dude. It's a bowl. There's a spit in it, reeking of tobacco. What's that over there? Some pills? Money. Photos of men in overalls loading guns and Union placards. You see hawthorn bushes outside.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Look out the window. It's very low.
Nothing. Just black tangles like the hair of an old woman. Motionless. The wind in the yard doesn't reach the hawthorn, nor does the light come in from this window.
It's quaint.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside.
Revert your gaze. Alright, this must be Titus. Let's see what he has to say.
This is where you say your bit.
A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can.
Detective.
The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. First, we need to talk about your attitude. We need to talk about the man hanged out back. Alright, let's go with number 3.
Oh, this is about him. A real looker, that one.
You sure took your time, huh? Waited for him to get real ripe and pretty for you.
Wow.
Oh, he was a real pretty boy. Hanging up there, letting out that pretty boy smell.
Wow.
I can't for the life of me understand why you did it. I mean, I would have just left him up there. You must really like cleaning up other people's shit.
Wow. For the 3rd time.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Scan the room.
No. I's here. You got business with my boys. You got business with me.
He understood what you were doing, taking inventory of them.
Yeah! You fuck with the Hardy boys, you fuck with Titus Hardy!
Shouts a scrawny rat-faced man. 2 teeth missing in the front.
Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet.
Says the 40-something man from the corner with a plectrum hanging from his neck. What is a plectrum?
Yeah, Dennis, calm down. No one's fucking you, you stupid fuck.
Let Dennis enjoy his fucking, man. We don't mind.
You notice gang tattoos. The man must be either Mesk or Saramirizian. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, you're not even being fucked, Dennis.
Fat Angus.
Easy, fellas. We got company.
Who's Dennis?
Let's see what brings the cop around.
Too late to stop you. You've already got them all, including the old bearded man who's smart enough to smoke instead of talking.
That's gotta be Dennis. The old bearded man?
As you can see, he doesn't speak a
Oh,
lot,
never mind.
and you almost missed him among the others.
Okay, there he is. Theo.
That's enough to take another look at those tracks in the yard. See if they fit this band of miscreants.
Okay. The man hanging back out, did you do it?
The pretty boy. You guys really love talking about that pretty boy.
They know him.
Funny. But my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you.
Why is there a container belt around the dead man's neck?
Container belt? Like we use in the harbor?
Yes.
Because we took it from the harbor where we work. Then we went out back and used it to hang him. We did this together. All of us. Until he was dead. That's why there's a container belt around his neck.
Yo. Did he just say that for real? Did you just make a confession?
There's a catch hidden somewhere. He didn't confess so that you could take them all away. It's too simple.
Squint your eyes, but there's a catch. Aha! That's it. Game's over. We got the perpetrator. Alright, I just want to do it. Number 3.
No, you don't. What you have is 7 honest men who thought it forthcoming to tell you what happened, so that you don't waste any more of your time.
You murdered him just like that. No remorse.
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the Coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad.
Electric. What does that mean? The electric chair?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it were worse than dying. And Reunion, what's that? Yes, but these were all bad people, criminals, the scum of the earth. Look, I'm just doing my job. That's all. What we do is different. We enforce the law, you just kill people like it's nothing. Honestly, I drink so much, I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars. I don't know. I don't know what the Reunion.
The
what's
River
that?
Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the Coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates. The origin of the name is unknown.
Yes, but these were all bad people, criminals. It's come of the earth.
Rest assured, lawman. None worse than our guy. He got what was coming to him.
Really? Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a hardy boy without arresting all hardy boys.
Okay.
Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head. I don't have to. One of them was more complicit than the others. Address status, no, but seriously, who called the shots around here? I'm not gonna address you, Elizabeth.
Who do you fucking think does?
He sounds more amused than angry. Point at Tatus. You do, you give the commands. Let's go with Elizabeth. Maybe that would piss him off? Point at Fat Angus. The biggest animal dominates the herd. I'm guessing it's the big one. Bow to the bearded man. Gangs are usually run by the oldest, most venerable member. Point at the harbor. Everett Clare runs the union. You answer to him, right? Let's go with Elizabeth. I thought she did.
It wasn't a question, dickwad. How fucking stupid are you?
This asshole is worse than... Titus runs the Hardy Boys, genius. That's why we're called the Hardy Boys. Ain't that right, fellas?
Okay.
I think you got your answer, Mr. Law.
Alright, Mr. Law. Sissy Baka. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Alright,
Yes, there are some administrative differences. But on that night, they all acted as one man.
when did this hanging incident occur?
You don't have to keep answering his questions.
The fixer turns to remind Titus.
I know, Lizzie. Relax. We killed him last Sunday night. Seemed like a good way to end the week.
Wow. Man, these guys have some balls. How long had you known the victim?
Known him? We don't associate with scum like that.
What did he do? When he said That he did something worse. I really wonder, what does that mean?
Yeah! Who do you think we are?
I don't know. You tell me.
Quiet. He came around about 3 weeks ago when that Pines cow first sailed into town. Happy?
By the Pines cow, you mean the representative for White Pines?
Oh.
The shipping company you're striking against?
No. I mean the Pines cow. The stupid-ass cow they sent in to fuck us over. But you know what?
He rubs his chin, pretending to mull it over.
Why don't you ask her about the pretty boy? I'm sure she has interesting things to say when you ask her hard enough.
That's enough insinuation for today, Titus. Officer, your interview is drawing to an end. Don't waste your last questions.
Why don't I just arrest you? Step closer to Titus. Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
Ooh. So he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
So he must have somehow, like, I don't know, did some kind of a decision over you?
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
This
Okay,
one has a
Eugene.
special gripe with him coming here.
I can't prove it. But I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on, how do you even know he was in the special forces? Right, but what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one,
Oh,
harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
he wiped spittle from his mouth.
There's a slight unease in him suddenly. He regrets mentioning the rape.
There's a slight unease. Suddenly he regrets mentioning the rape.
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Okay.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
Ooh. Oh, it's getting deep. We're getting somewhere.
He grabbed someone?
The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah, this girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl, young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
He shakes his head in disbelief. What was this same girl who was sexually assaulted? Raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
He repeats like a parrot. I'm saying, like I'm asking, was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted? Raped, you said? I mean, right, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
Right. We still gotta arrest you. So, what are we going to do now? Conclude the questioning. How did you kill him?
We hanged him up by his neck until he got real still. Wasn't that obvious, Copper?
Didn't they teach you anything at the cop school, idiot?
This is where an autopsy would come in handy. You have to work with what you know.
We need more. Did you muffle him? We haven't heard any reports of screams.
Titus, you don't have to clarify anything.
We overpowered him, dragged his unconscious body to the tree, put a noose around his neck, and hanged him till he was dead and steady.
Then we left him for seagulls, maggots, and you fucks.
Make them a bit more uncomfortable first, then see if it all adds up.
Things aren't quite right here, are they?
Actually, they're admirably, surprisingly composed. The entire room. Given how many questions you've lobbed their way.
All of them? Maybe one of them is fidgeting, cracking under pressure.
Well, this one. But he's always fidgeting, so don't get your hopes up.
Shanky? How did you manage to overpower him?
With numbers, asshole. How do you think? You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
Alright, hold on. Alright, here we go. Sorry about that, guys. You're right, Lizzie. I've done enough explaining here.
No, he hasn't. Not yet.
Yeah, he's not off the loop yet. Like, this guy... I mean, he's part of the... he's part of the murder. What did we do? What did we do? My nose is so freaking itchy. Alright. Where did this overpowering happen?
Weren't you fucking listening? The fucker came to our bar. It happened right here.
All right, you don't gotta yell at me like that. Right, I have other questions about the lynching.
Like what, Copper?
Okay, well, why don't I just arrest you?
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
It's almost an anthropological site.
He is
try to assert dominance
challenging
over
us.
Not in the arresting mood?
His mean little eyes come alive with hatred.
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster. You hear the nylon of his coat hiss as he steps closer.
Ooh.
Easy. Walk back from the provocation. They're armed, and they outnumber us. The lieutenant tries to establish eye contact with you.
Oh man.
While the little rat-faced man reaches into his sleeve, there's a knife in there. Some of the others reach for their belts. Their eyes are light.
You confessed to murder. I'm taking you in. Okay, easy now. Let's just talk. Okay, I'm just gonna back off. There's only 2 of us. There's what? How many of them? 7. Plus, there's Elizabeth behind us. You don't know what she's gonna do. So we're just gonna back off.
Wise move. You made the right choice there. Now make another one. And get the fuck out of our booth. We're not gonna do this again.
Oh, man. Hey, bruh. You got your day coming for you. So what are we gonna do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
Okay.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to
That's
first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility, we're going to look into this.
Yeah, that's a little weird right there.
Good luck with that.
He grabs
You've heard
it over
everything
here.
a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
I'm lucky? I'm lucky? Try. Just try.
Forget about their games. You've mapped out the characters. Reading the footprints in the yard should be easier now.
Alright. I want to talk about the hanging again. I don't know. Why would we do that?
Just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
That's a good one. Okay. Now, I can give that to him, I guess.
About fucking time.
Alright, authority. I can't do nothing with that. It's 3%.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
First, you tell me someone's been raped, and then you just don't say who. That's bull.
Stop shitting your pants. You don't need to know, alright? We took care of it. The law handled it, alright?
Yeah.
All
Aren't
right.
you listening? It's done. Finito.
All right, the law. You're not the law. I am the law. I guess we're both the law around here if you start to think about it. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm not the law after all. Maybe everyone's been lying to me. Let's go with
For
one.
God's sake, stop shouting! Stop breaking things in my establishment! Stop provoking those oafs! They're not going to give you anything, can't you see? I can't have a police interrogation in here. People are trying to eat.
This doesn't concern you, cafeteria manager. Shut up, barman. I'm gonna tear your stupid hairy head off, Gart. Alright, let's go.
Of course it concerns me if you make this kind of...
Easy, babes. What is this? I can't have a slap fight in my bar. It's embarrassing.
We are deep in forest territory. We need to cool off and re-engage later.
Okay.
Everyone can see you picked some wrong options. Next time you have to come up with better things to say.
Look, we're just... I like the options so much. It really, really just tempts me to say them. I mean, I can't help it. It's just some of the options are so freaking interesting. And I just wanted to see how they react.
Just a moment.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
What's wrong? What's wrong, Lena?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Good day, ma'am. Is everything alright? Sorry, ma'am, I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you. She seems busy. I'll come back later. She seems like she's having
Please
trouble
don't
with her
trouble
phone.
yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
Wait, what's wrong with the phone line? Why did you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them.
Morel and Gary?
I was
Oh,
also
no.
hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Okay, I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
That's not good.
You have more important things to worry about.
More important than a missing expedition? I don't know. Expeditions often lead to something interesting.
It does, I guess, right? So we're gonna have to bite into it. What is this expedition your husband has on? So your husband is some kind of a scientist? Tell me more about Morel, Luke's character, your relationship. Let's go with 1.
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The waterlock. That was broken. Could this be it?
If I go back on the waterlock on Wednesday and fix it or something like that, I guess it's supposed to open up a whole new area to River Shoal. So we gotta come back there. We have to come back there on Wednesday night. Wait, who is this scary person? Do you trust him?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
The waterlock to the other side of the coast is broken. You're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the waterlock?
Probably just some technical problem.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
I got
This
you.
will surely
I got you,
lead to
Lena.
a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect. Yes,
I wanna
some
know.
left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now. Funk up that vanilla murder investigation.
That boring murder investigation. We definitely need some kind of a spice up. Spice it up.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let you know you're here. When or if I get there, I'll accept the task.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Alright, you're welcome. She was willing to give us an item, I think a collectible item, I can't remember what it is, in order for us to pawn it so that we can pay for our hotel stay. Like, the least thing I can do is help her out with this. Such a sweetheart, pure and just really nice and kind. More people should be like her, right? So your husband is some kind of a scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
What's cryptozoology?
It's a pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
The lieutenant sounds unimpressed. That sounds impressive to me.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
Kim is seriously the best. Kim is he's just like a good guy, like a solid good man.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
She's completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Suggestion. Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids. Let's go with number 5.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Hey, Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Let's turn it into a cryptid extravaganza. Let's do it. Come on, Kim. Okay, Kim. Just one little cryptid. I promise.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Ooh, tough choice there.
What's the biggest cryptid? What's the tiniest cryptid? What's the most dangerous cryptid? Are there any invisible cryptids? This has been educational. Sadly, we need to discuss something else. Okay. Are there any invisible cryptids? Okay.
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or something invisible in them.
You're right, Kim. As childish, but I need to know. Shush, Kim. You're gonna tell me about the invisible cryptid? What is it?
It's the Col de Mama d'Aqua. Its name means thin whisper of sound, and that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Col de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
Col do Mama d'Aqua. Col Mama d'Aqua.
Col de Mama d'Aqua can also be translated as a whisper light and low.
I was trying to sing this song. Mama say, mama say, mama say. But hey, who am I to say that there isn't any invisible cryptid or any fairies or anything of that sort? You never know. I whisper light and low. Could it be here? Look around right now. What evidence is there of this animal being a sound? Why is the Mama d'Aqua so afraid of us?
It could be. As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives and nights. Yes, that's another translation. They're both quite lovely, aren't they? Although the low part is a little ironic. The Col de Mama d'Aqua makes, or rather is, such a high-pitched sound that other animals, including humans, can't hear it. It could be everywhere all of the time, and we wouldn't know.
Fine, I'll bite. How can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
What evidence is there of this animal being a sound?
Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 1920s, a group of Areopagite ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds.
Songbirds. Just nod eagerly. Let's go with one.
The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest pitched bat calls. They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Coldamamadaqua, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent.
Wow.
They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them.
Name them?
Sequester, Time, Joscan. Those are but some of the Mamadaqua they followed individually.
Thyme? Why is the Mama Dakwa so afraid of us?
That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction. They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mamadaqwas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
They cancel each other out?
They cancel each other out. Psst.
Oh, I was right. That was the guess.
Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population.
Great regret washes over her. A winding cloth.
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Coldamamadaqua population anywhere.
Of course. A common thread in these. Disappearance and unfalsifiability. I like the story, though, ma'am.
I'm glad you did, dear.
She seems genuinely glad. Like, look at her. Even though Kim is telling her that he really isn't sold, she's over there being really nice about it. She's a good gal. Good lady. Interesting. What about?
What about what?
Okay. This has been educational. Sadly, we need to discuss something else. We're just gonna go.
Of course, dear.
Alright. Tell me more about Morel, Luke's character relation. Tell me more about this rare instinct.
Oh dear. I'm not sure where to begin.
What does your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Yeah, you know what's so freaking crazy? Like, every time like I think of my fiance, like I try to like describe her. Like when sometimes I think by myself, like what's the best way to describe her, and it's just sometimes it's so hard, and sometimes it's easy, but most of the time it's hard for me to like just say, like, just hard to describe her. I don't know what it is. Maybe because she's just so many things. Alright, let's try again. If I were trying to meet him on the street, what would I look for?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame. And he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn.
A long time.
Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
How did the two of you meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say.
There's no shame to
I
that.
was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident. And he just divorced.
She had an accident.
We hit it off, and, well, here we are.
She's skipping over some important parts. Perhaps you'll find out more later.
Okay, I think I have all the information I need. Let's move on.
I hope I've been useful.
I'd really like to hear more about cryptids, or tell me more about this rare insect.
Oh, sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
Entomological what?
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
He doesn't want us to press on. Okay, fine, you're right.
Of course, dear.
That's all for now, ma'am.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copo type.
Copo type? What is this now? Alright. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go take a quick bathroom break. I'll be right back. I promise. Just give me like 2 minutes. Alright, before I come right back, I'm gonna make another quick drink here. Hold on. Okay, so if you are old enough to drink, I invite you to make yourself a cocktail, whatever you're into, and cheers. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for coming in and spending some of your time here today. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys, once again, make sure you guys say hi, comment down below, and let me know what you guys think about the game. And yeah, whatever. Comment, because subscribing you know, doesn't really mean a whole lot until you actually make sure you click that notification bell, like the video, and comment. Just, I think part of the biggest algorithm in YouTube is commenting and engagement. So engage with me. Engage with me. Come on, engage. All right. Anyway, here we go. So, we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your copo type. What does that mean? Copo type. What are these copo types? What is that?
Guess what's yours?
Cold cop? Sorry cop? I'm not sure. I was kind of hoping I'm the superstar cop.
That is only a ludicrous daydream. Guess again.
Cold cop.
You're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we? Huge lack of enthusiasm going on.
What? I'm sorry, what? The other Kobo types be jealous?
What? Jealous of the sorry cop? I think they'll be fine. Don't worry.
What the heck? Hold on.
They'll be super fine. It'll be totally okay. You can dual copo type from sorry to anything.
You know, actually, I'm not sorry. I changed my mind.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Stop wasting time and begin the repentance.
When was I apologizing? No, I'm really not. F off.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then.
Yes, you're wrong about me. Okay, so I'm gonna talk to Gart real quick, and then we're gonna go straight to the body. To the dead body.
Can I help you?
About my build for
20
tonight.
real?
Oh, 20 real for the night. That's not bad. Because...
Then why are you wasting my time? And yours?
Wow, okay, fine. I'm out. Sorry. Goodness gracious. Garts woke up on the wrong side of the bed. The tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them. What's that over there? Take money! 1.15. 10 more real and we're good.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Do you know what's behind that door? Point to the blue door.
He looks up at you, then looks away quickly, shrugging and muttering something to himself.
What are you muttering something to yourself, huh?
Shrugging is an international sign for, no, I don't know what's behind that door.
Alright, fine. Whatever.
You see a heavy...
Okay, I'm out of here. Like I said, we are gonna go and investigate. Woo! Hey, how's it going, Rocket Road? I appreciate you coming and saying hi. I really do. I appreciate that. So make sure to subscribe if you like the video. If you like the stream. If you ever played this game before,
the Coldamama Dakwa? No.
I totally recommend it.
Imagination ringing in your ear.
So now she got us into this. She really got us into it now. The cryptid, the invisible cryptid. Is there a ringing?
There seems to be an extremely high-pitched ring. Ultrasonic. Lena said it was very high-pitched, right? It's like something tickles your ear. Lena also said that it couldn't be heard by any other animal, including humans. What you're hearing must just be a regular bird. Honestly, your ear isn't hearing a whole lot. The distant hum of the industrial harbor, the traffic. But, admittedly, there is a high-pitched noise somewhere there too. But then, isn't there always?
If you're hearing a high-pitched noise like that all the time, there's something wrong with your hearing. Like, if I remember correctly, that's what it means. Like, you gotta get checked. Wait, Kim, do you hear a high-pitched noise?
No, I don't hear the Koldomama d'Aqua, and neither do you.
Of course he doesn't. He's deaf.
Listen closely
There
first.
it is again. You're about to rediscover a long-lost species.
Oh, my mind, this inland empire mind, really enables us.
It must be very close. Maybe, just maybe, it will come toward you. Keep still. It might perch on your shoulder.
Hold very still and hope the bird comes to perch on your shoulder.
Oh no. The sound. It's moving away. Somewhere over there. Go after it. No. Too late. It's gone. There is no ringing anymore. Just the sound of the streets.
No. Come back. Please.
Keep your ears peeled, then. If the species really has migrated to Martinez, you're sure to hear it again. That pawnbroker, Roy, was into natural sounds too. Maybe you could talk to him.
So, man, now they got us into this called the Mamakwa. Alright, what is this? Temporary research bonus. None. So, you heard it. The mysterious called the Mamakwa. You are certain that you did. Well, maybe not quite certain, but let's say you were hopeful because it would make you very special. To be the only human being who can hear this invisible, incorporeal bird, this animate whisper, this particle of sound. You're going to have to keep listening. Sharpen your ear. Spend 1 skill point, sure. Yeah, let's do it. Internalize. Cause you never know. I wanna do it. I wonder what could happen. Okay, what do we got? So Monday, so it's now Tuesday. Let's go back over here because the body is here. It's really early. Oh, it's only 9 in the morning. Not really early, but early. Kuno's little shit show. Hold on. Hold on here just a second. Okay, here we go. I'm bored, Kuno.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Okay, he doesn't have anything
Kuno
to say.
doesn't...
Yes, we all know that.
The rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. His body is supine and open to intrusion by autopsy.
Okay, guys. Before I go ahead and do this, it's been 20 freaking hours since I've been playing this game. 20 hours since I've been trying to get this body down hanging from the tree. Because the beginning of the game, this is literally like the first hour. You find out there's a hanging body, and that's the very reason why you're even in Martinez. So here is literally the moment of truth. We're about to do the autopsy to see what's going on. I'm excited. I'm really excited for this. I hope you guys are too, whoever is watching. This has been really fun so far. This game is amazing. Let's go.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
First, what exactly is a field autopsy?
Come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
What you do know is, at 18.9 kilometers, the dormant shield volcano, Corpus Muindi, is the world's highest summit, and the failure of the 38 single, Et puis descend, to crack the top 20 was the death knell of disco. But what a field autopsy is, you have no idea.
So, we can know what the world's highest summit is, and what a field autopsy is, but we don't know. What does that say about us? Why don't you know? What use are you? Do you have another pair of gloves? Let's go with 2.
Unfortunately, no.
I have gardening gloves. Maybe they are enough.
They are better than nothing. Tell you what, I perform the anatomical side of things while you will take notes.
I was actually really prepared to do the autopsy by my bare hands, but okay, Kim. If you say so, I'll go ahead and do that. We just filled this in, right? Show him the red field autopsy form in your ledger.
That's right.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
First. Okay, and I already said that. I already said that. Open your ledger at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with
Assistant.
That's you.
Write the initials HDB. Here comes the temptation. The temptation to just pick other options that are clearly not right. Like for instance, number 3, it says write Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau. We know already that's not our name, so I'm just gonna do it right this time. I'm just gonna do it. Just this portion of the game, I'm gonna do it right. So I'm gonna write the initials HDB.
The corpse is indifferent to your scribblings, just lies there. The next box says
Coroner's case number
KK57-0803.0815.
KK equals Kim Kitsuragi. 57 equals Precinct 57, followed by his date 0803 and time of arrival 0815 on the scene. He's indexed the case after himself.
Wait, it's not
you.
8:15. It's 9:15. It's about to be 9:15. Shouldn't we file the coroner's case under me? Technically, I arrived at the scene before you.
And what would that make the alphanumeric?
HDB 41 0803. Help me out with the time of day, anyone? 11:11. It's meaningful.
Sure.
Good. Let's go with that.
The lieutenant is quite surprised you managed to come up with an adequate case number.
Name.
NA. Next. NA. Roughly 50.
Dry 40. The damage is so extensive, it's better to err on the young side.
I'm gonna write 50 because that's what Kim said.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook.
Oof. Man, that's rough.
Mondial.
Fair to olive-skinned, from the Isola of Muindi. This is as vague as it gets. You might as well say whitish. The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
Ah.
Fucky!
The little monster exclaims energetically.
Male.
Pigs can have sex?
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
What is wrong? What is wrong with these kids? Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th. 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
HDB 41 0803.1111 listens, motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only one box remains.
Evidence of treatment?
None. At least not after the initial examination.
What exactly is treatment anyway?
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
Agreed. No treatment.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed.
Say that again? Alright, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbach put his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle, there's darkness in the shed. What is it talking about?
Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
What is that talking about?
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copier paper tries to answer why.
External examination summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body into its side to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
The boots are ceramic. Vitreous enamel. They are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
The boots are fused to his skin from blood flowing downward post-mortem. Mortem. Oh.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
I ought to keep them for myself. That's my drama self is thinking. That's what it's telling me to do. That I ought to keep it for myself. It's enabling us once again. Like it's really tempting us to pick these choices.
Patience. After the autopsy, before the body is taken away, there will be a window of opportunity. After the lieutenant has gone to sleep. I hope this has helped you, my liege.
Oh my gosh. We're waiting for the window of opportunity after the lieutenant has gone to sleep. Oh my gosh. Should we do that? Why? Alright, write it down.
The boot has a serial number. It's E50.100.100. The lines between the plates are in the shape of the alphanumerical. The number is purposefully concealed by the design.
Write it
Tattoos.
down. He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo, resembling a map of the night sky. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings, to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene, using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a belt for airlifting cargo around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color, yellow. Length, 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well-nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature, below freezing.
Write it down.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse hair before moving on. Why do these options exist?
His hair feels wet, soaked with rain, cold to touch. Not that different from a living person after a swim.
Stroke his hair. Stroke his hair gently.
The stench is suffocating. Strands of dark brown hair start sticking to your hand, like thread off a rag doll's head.
That's messing up the evidence. That's messing up the autopsy.
More hair sticks to your hand. Hair off the rain-soaked head of a dead man. There are bumps and dips on the skull below. An alien landscape.
An alien landscape. The description kills me.
There, dead man. You were someone's child. It's all over now.
Oh. There, baby.
The lieutenant watches you in silence.
So now Kim is literally judging us for this. Let's just write it down.
That was some sick shit, Sekopa.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs, consistent with stones thrown. Low velocity.
These from the kids.
Fucking low velocity? You think Kuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Kuno's velocity.
You know, I can't with these kids.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest, consistent with predation.
From birds?
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
The steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Oh. Oh yeah, I'm prepared. Pet the chain cutters. There's these options again. Pet the chain cutters. Let's do it. Number 1.
The hanged man lets out a joyous little bubble of rot from his nose.
Good thing we got these chain cutters. Pull out the rope.
Always good to think ahead. Now,
he points to the rope, squeezing the dead man's neck.
we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See, my pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Yes, I'm Kuno's pig. I agree. I'm not your pig, Kuno. Shut the... Look for a good spot to cut. Cut the belt off. Low at 28%. We're not very physical, huh?
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow.
That's what I'm talking about. Press down.
Snap. The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Alright, let's go.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
The lieutenant has kneeled closer, running his finger along the dark red groove until there is a gap.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Okay, write it
Chest
down.
is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
He pulls down the man's underpants.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Inspect the genitals.
The dead man's penis is average-sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch.
Write it down and move on.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip. In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
From wounds sustained over 2, maybe more decades, dispersal and accumulation indicates long and active combat duty.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars.
It's been through a lot. Write it down.
Last item, hands.
Pick up the hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from? And what's your name? I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from. From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Kobo. What can I do for you, Il Kobo di Cappadocia?
What does that mean? Il Kobo di Cappadocia. It's good to hold your hand. Did you like it when I stroked your hair?
I did, Kobo, I did. Reminded me of when I was just a small boy, before this happened to my face and my body. You did me a kindness there. We should do this more often. Be close like this. I mean...
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
Were we expecting any?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, how long has this body been here?
Working so close to the fumes coming from the corpse must be hard. You realize suddenly that the lieutenant has been barely keeping it together these past 2 items.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done.
Oof.
What next?
Alright, this description of the injuries. Summary.
Shoot, Looney Rooney!
Wait, what? It looks like I've already asked all these questions.
I'm a joke. Look at me.
You are now, but who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer. Go ahead, Kobo.
Who killed you?
Love did me in, brother Kobo. It was love all along.
Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face. Motionless. Looking into my eyes. Standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
Maybe this will lead to something. Something indescribable, unforeseen, and miraculous.
Ha!
The clown lips on the corpse
Gain
appear to
5+ experience.
Something is on its way. Something hidden. It's coming. A miracle from the northwest, and it's almost here. You can feel it in the air, on your hands. The cold spring air smoothing them over.
I hate you. You stink and you are boring. Ooh, enough.
Come back later, Copo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible. Also, see me in your dream.
Probably. Tonight. Try to remove the dead man's boots.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
Okay, so you can sneak out of your room maybe, after he's gone to sleep.
Okay, like I would, just for the sake of the game, like I definitely, I want to do that. But what would that gain us? That's my... Are we gonna wear them? Or are we gonna take them so that we can investigate them ourselves? Like, I don't get that. I don't know. Try to remove the dead man's boots again.
I thought we decided to...
Okay,
we already said
so
that.
you can sneak out of your room maybe.
I'm afraid we can't continue before we've gone through both the external and internal examination first, thoroughly.
Let's go with the internal.
Central nervous system. I have nothing. Do you have anything on this man's central nervous system?
Of course, there is a moral to be drawn from it. A moral to this story.
If I may add the moral of this story.
What would that be?
The dead man looks, too, with barely contained excitement to hear the moral of his story.
The brain is very vulnerable to compromises in its blood supply.
I think that may well be the moral of every story, officer.
Alright, NA.
Good. Musculoskeletal. Purge fluid is coming from the mouth. Not injury related. Eyes and tongue protuberant. Hyoid bone. Let's see.
With his eyes almost closed, the lieutenant puts his hand on the dead man's throat and begins to massage it, gently. A rotting smell erupts from the mouth. Purge fluid runs down his lips, black and viscous.
Ugh, my gosh. I wonder how could, like, what kind of smell could honestly erupt from that?
You hear cracks as the lieutenant moves his sharp fingers inside the flesh, like the creaking of an old house at night.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, jack that fucker off!
The hyoid bone is fractured. The rest of the musculoskeletal system is intact. Unremarkable.
Hyoid bone. Write it down.
Respiratory system.
Back hunch, as if in a prayer. He begins to pry open the dead man's jaws. He stops to exert more force. Both hands are used.
Oral cavity shows no lesions. The victim has received dental implants, possibly after a combat wound. Mouth swollen. Hemorrhaging present in mucosa of the lips and mouth.
No scream, no sigh of relief rises from the darkness inside. It's humid there. Sickly sweet air, unlike anything living. You feel like you're about to throw up again, straight in that mouth of his.
Look deeper.
It's hard.
Oh,
Once
shit.
more, you taste stomach acid in the back of your throat. A contraction. Your throat pumps a little something from your stomach and into your mouth. You're forced to swallow, just to keep looking. Inside, you see darkness. Just a mess of meat and darkness.
Dude, it was so freaking bad. When we looked deeper inside, it damaged our health. And we got one more health before we die. So we gotta, like, we gotta be careful.
There are ancient mysteries down there, Kobo. Ask me later.
Hemorrhaging present in mucus.
The lieutenant repeats impatiently. He lets go of the jaws. The mouth snaps shut before you. Write it down.
Hepatobiliary. Na.
Why don't we have anything?
Are you a hepatobiliary expert?
He looks at the corpse's stomach with a mixture of tiredness and disgust. I don't think so. Hepatobiliary?
Neither am I.
And that's it?
That's it. Same for toxicology and serology. NA.
Both.
Unless you have untapped reservoirs of knowledge there.
The completionist and me wonder if there's something we could still do.
Like a toxicology screening? At this stage, I doubt processing will find anything, even if he was brimming with cocaine. But still, you should add a request.
Why is that? Is that because the body has been rotting? Right? NA and add toxicology request.
Cardiovascular. The body exhibits heavy lividity. Blood has gathered in the hands, feet, and neck. Hypostasis is visually consistent with the hanging. Gastrointestinal.
He breathes a sigh of approaching relief. This is the last field on the list. He looks around to the ground, the pool of feces. There.
This will do.
Digested semi-solid food in stomach. Voila.
He touches the corpse's bloated over lower abdomen briefly, right down to omit the viola. Let's go with
What's next on the list?
description of injury is not that we've fully examined the body.
Let's see. We have bite marks, contusions on the head and chest, and a ligature mark encircling the neck. You'll need 3 feels. Leave a 4th one too.
Be thorough. if you want maximum results.
Okay. What about the injuries we have inflicted? Like the shot?
Oh, so we inflicted them?
This is a team effort. Okay, I have inflicted it. Okay, that was go.
Okay, so there's a spin-stabilized munition from a Kiel A990 muzzleloader lodged in his lung. I don't think we should mention that. Better not to muddy the waters.
Okay, fine. I agree, the waters are muddy enough.
See? These pigs are fucking corrupt.
Oh shit.
Why don't you fuck him if you love him so much?
Now, injuries.
Bite marks. Contusions. Ligature mark. What's a fort injury field for? Turn the page back.
Head, chest, and scalp bite mark injuries. Predation by birds has caused damage to the body.
Yeah.
Odontologist does not need to be consulted.
Alright.
And your opinion, officer?
Beneath the description, there are 2 boxes waiting to be ticked. Opinion, fatal injury, non-fatal, post-mortem. Fatal injury? Is that right? Am I doing this right?
Fatal injury by seagulls?
No, the great skill. It's not a fatal.
It's...
Expecting for you to finish the sentence. Non-fatal, post-mortem.
That's right. What's next?
Contusions?
So, the scalp bleeds from a post-mortem head injury, a stone. The injury does not have the rim of an early inflammatory response. The perpetrator on the scene has confessed to causing it post-mortem.
Yeah, that's Kuno.
At maximum velocity, fucko!
Has confessed to causing it at maximum velocity.
The lieutenant's admission has caused great gratitude in Kuno. He is silent with it. Coagulated blood sticks to his scalp and chest, where the countless stones have hit the dead man.
What a
Beneath
freaking
the description
kid, man.
of injury. 2 boxes.
Right. Next.
Ligature mark.
A dark red abraded ligature mark encircling the neck, with a gap on the nape measuring, let's say, 7 centimeters. The hyoid bone is fractured, the cervical column intact. I see hemorrhaging on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. Depth of the mark, 1 centimeter. No signs of clawing on the neck.
Below the note, 2 customary boxes wait to be ticked. The man's head jerks to the side. The ring around his neck is visible. Think for a moment. There's time. Don't rush.
That's gotta be the fatal injury.
That's it. We have established cause of death. It's not much, and it leaves much to be questioned. But it's a start.
Shit.
Let's wrap this up. I pronounce this field autopsy
Plus
over.
70 experience, yeah. Let's wrap this up. Okay, finish. How did it go?
Well, we established probable cause of death. Some would say that's the goal of an autopsy.
How am I still playing this? Because this game is so freaking good. Priscilla Davos. It's so good. I love this game. How long has it been? Why are you saying it like that? Let's see. How long has it been? Let's see. I want to see real quick. It's been 2 hours. Okay, fine. I think it's... I'm probably coming into a close to finish it anyway. Because it has been 2 freaking hours. I mean, I would probably play it a little bit more. But I think I'm going to play some other game before I call it a night. I don't know. We'll see. Okay.
We also requested a toxicological screening. That was thorough. The results should arrive in a couple of weeks, if we are lucky. I will not hold my breath.
Couple of weeks. I feel like the game would be done by then.
We were thorough with the list of injuries too. We described them all in detail. What is there to say? Given the circumstances, it was a professional field autopsy.
What now?
I need a copy of that autopsy form. Then I will drive him to Faubourg.
Rip out a copy of the autopsy page.
For processing.
He looks at the dead man one more time, then at the slip of the red paper in his hand, then at the corpse again.
He's thinking, did I miss something? You tilt your head, also looking at the corpse. I'm sure we didn't get everything. There's always something.
Perception is so low. 8%. Search the body one more time. Let's see.
You run your hands over the victim's cold body, his limbs, his torso with its swollen organs. Maybe you should be more thorough.
Look in his pants again.
The genitals in his breeches continue to be unnoteworthy. You see the penis of a dead man. If you've seen it once, you've already got the picture.
Why did we do that? Why did we look in his pants again?
Can't get enough of that dick.
Bro. I don't know. Man, I feel like it trapped us to picking that one.
Do you think we missed something?
You can't shake the feeling that there are more secrets concealed in the flesh before you.
Yeah, there's something we're not seeing. I've got a feeling that there's more to this corpse.
Okay, well, we are in livor mortis here. He is disintegrating. We need to refrigerate the body if we want to conduct another examination, and we need to do it fast.
Can't he just hang out here for a while longer? Okay, where do we find a fridge for the body?
It would have to be industrial in size. Let's start by asking Gart at the Whirling in Rags and the Fritz store down at the gates. If they don't know, but only if all else fails.
Fuck are you looking at, Beano man? You want a piece of the Kuno? Wanna get fucked?
Only if all else fails.
Why? To see if he can help us? I need to take another look at the body first.
Hurry. This is one task we cannot sideline. With every hour, whatever we are looking for will become harder to find.
Let's bag him. Take him away. Let the lieutenant take the body away without further examination. No. Let's leave and we can fridge him. Alright, let's go. I think he said to Gart.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno doesn't fuck.
Alright, Kuno.
I'll die before I...
The trash containers. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Come on, come on, come on. Time is of the essence. Leave. Alright, let's go take a look at this real quick. Alright, let's put something in our perception. It was so freaking low. Like, how? Logic? Encyclopedia. Where's perception? I thought we had it. Isn't that what we had earlier? It's so weird, I don't see it anywhere. Oh, there we go. See, hear, and smell everything. Let no detail go unnoticed. I thought we did put a level on that one, for sure. You want to put another one? Okay, fine. Let's put another one. Let's go. Fridge victim's body. Okay. Let's do that. Ooh, what's going on? Let's go down there. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this awesome stream. Thank you for everyone that came by and stopped by. I really appreciate it. I hope I got to entertain you guys somehow, even for a little bit. this game has been amazing. Period. If you guys haven't played this game or you haven't tried it out yet, I really recommend it. It's awesome. There's a lot of different things that can happen, different ways. It's just, it all depends on how you decide on the options that you want to pick on, your replies, your response. It all matters in the end. It's so good. And if you guys like books, if you guys like reading books, obviously you don't have to read it anymore. Thank you through the final cut, they were able to voiced out every single line in the game, so you don't have to read every single line. It was actually really hard for me to play this game previously because I had to read every single line, and it was tough. I respect all the people that played this game beforehand and streamed it or recorded it and read every single line, because honestly there's a lot. I can't remember how many it is, but they did mention it before, how many total lines there is in this game, and it's a huge, vast amount. I hope that's a great way to describe that, but it's basically your mouth's gonna be dry by the end, really dry by the end of this game. So anyway, you guys have a great one. I hope to see you guys in the next one, and take care. Peace out. Have a good one. Alright, take care, y'all. Let me see how I can end this stream. Like I said, this is my second time, so how do we do it? End stream. Here we go. Bye, guys.